Yeah, how's it going, everyone? Neo back again with another. It's been a while. This is gonna be my second of a trailer review, and today I'm gonna be reviewing Anaconda. Why Anaconda? Why, of all the films that are coming out, scheduled to be released later this year and throughout 2026, why did I choose Anaconda? Well, the reason why I chose Anaconda is because for the past 2 weeks, when I've been watching videos on YouTube, the ads that have been coming up the most basically is well, it used to be TUI, book your holiday now. The TUI, yeah. But now, yeah, guess it's Anaconda, the trailer. 9 times out of 10 when I'm watching because I watch stuff on YouTube daily, content daily. So 9 times out of 10, yeah, it could be whether it's football content, something to do with entertaining or sport, any sports, boxing. Whenever the advert comes up, 9 times out of 10, it's Anaconda. For the past 2 weeks, the Anaconda trailer has just been coming up as the ad. So it's to the point where I've said to myself, you know what, you're just throwing this advert in my face now. So I thought it was like it was not a difficult decision. So I mean, when it comes to Anaconda, I've watched the original. I've only watched the 1997 one, but there's 6 different of the Anaconda franchise. There's six films. I've seen the original one that was in 1997, but that was so long ago, yeah, that I can't even remember. All I know is Anaconda is an unusually large size snake, bigger than a python, longer than a python, or more girth than a python. Pause. Yeah. So and all I remember from the film is people just being victims to the snake. One snake, I think it was just one snake, one anaconda, one big snake, just killing, like the snake bite and then swallowing them up whole. And yeah, so it's brutal, vicious. But what I am gonna do, yeah, aside from this review that I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go through the whole franchise. I'm going to start with the 1997 one. I'm just going to work my way through until this one comes out that I'm going to review in December 2025. I'm going to go through, before I start the review on this one, I'm going to go through, first of all the films. I'm just going to talk briefly about all of them. So the 1997 one was the initial one that I've watched. I don't know whether you want to say the snakes or steroids, or something like that. It's just some like mutant looking genetic. I know it was probably not genetic modified, but which is a big one, like 1 in 1, like how King Kong is 1 in 1, how Godzilla is 1 in 1. So this Anaconda snake is 1 in 1. There's no other snake like this one. Hence why it's the biggest and a problem. Like just yamming up people. Them big snakes, the pythons, them big ones, like they just swallow you whole. You see the body of the snake expand in the middle, and the body continues to sink slowly into the snake. The way the snakes kill is like it's methodical, and it's like proper predatory, patient digestion of its victims. Obviously, in Anaconda's case, human beings were the victims. Sorry for them, but sorry for your loss, you lot. But yeah, you got by the Anaconda. So I'm gonna go through all of them, watch them, all of them. So it will gear me up for this one that's coming out in December. So by the time, that's enough time for me to go and watch the whole franchise. Budget for the film. It's interesting because this new one, it's like I'll get into that in it. I'll get into this, but just like as a spoiler alert, they wanted to remake the film Anaconda, which is ironic because they're remaking, rather than just it being a film where they run into a snake. They are literally, it's like they're saying, we've watched the film and we want to make a remake of this film. That's interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. But their budget was 2.5 million. According to the advert, that's the budget Jack Black wants to use to create the reboot. But This original made in 1997, the budget was 45 million. It generated 136.8 million at box office. It tripled. You know a film is a success, yeah, when the box office is 3 times as much as the budget in terms of revenue, money. 3 times as much money as your budget. So yeah, so that's impressive. That means the film was a proper hit. Profit. 3 times as much profit. That's a well done. Success. Yeah, so that covers the first one, yeah, the first film. I've been seeing a poster, when you can't breathe, you can't scream. When your body's being digested by a snake, the snake's just, your body's being sucked in, like you're dead, you're murdered. So they're saying you can't scream, there's nothing you can do, you're just inside the snake, you're finished basically. Once the snake gets you and absorbs you, it's game over. Anaconda, just titled Anaconda, scheduled to be released December 25th, 2025. Christmas season, Christmas time. Nice. Yeah. On Christmas Day, so there's gonna be people in homes celebrating Christmas, so we're gonna get people going to the cinemas on Christmas Day, so yeah, I mean, you'll be surprised how many people will be turning up on Christmas Day. Maybe like they'll just do their Christmas at home and then just jump to the movie, go to the cinema, go watch the movie, come back to like leftover turkey or so. So once I go through all the films, I will be headed to the cinema to watch it. Not obviously not Christmas Day, but sometime after December, before January the 1st. So that week of the 25th, 26th Boxing Day, 27th, 28th, I'll just have to hit up the cinema and go see it because I'll probably be amped up because I've watched all the others. So motivation, I'm looking forward to it. Before I do the review, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through each of them. I'm just going to see if I can pick out points about the others before I get to the main course, which is the one that's coming out on December 25th. I should mention the fact that on the 97 Anaconda film, basically, it's just a picture of a snake eyes, yellow snake eyes, and like the skin of the snake, that unique crease-like skin. So it's just literally 2 eyes, and yeah, it's like obviously it's pitch black, and it's just literally just two eyes. So yeah, so that's how it looks like. Next is the Anacondas, The Hunt for Blood Orchid. That's the second film in the series to be released. 2004. That came out 7 years after the original. And the poster is, they made the poster a bit more explanatory in terms of the main attribute of the film, which is obviously the anaconda. The poster shows multiple snakes. I don't know whether it's one snake that's just so long that wrapped around a human being, that squashed it up, or whether it's multiple snakes. But the poster, it looks like there's multiple snakes and they're all surrounding a man. All you can see is the man's hands, so he's pretty much gone. When the hand's gone, they've completely absorbed him. Guy's gone, swallowed up by the snakes. The thing about this Anaconda is, note the title is Anacondas, plural, rather than the original 1997 was Anaconda singular. So this is Anacondas, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. I don't know what this the Blood Orchid is, but when I get around to watching, I guess I'll find out what the meaning of Blood Orchid is. But if you know what Blood Orchid is, I'd appreciate if you put that in the comments, just to teach me something new. So it's always good to learn something new every day, so but anyone can just provide the answers. I should note that also that the first and second one have different directors. The first one was directed by Louis Loza, second one Dwight H. Little, so different directors, so they're going to give you different feels of things that happen in the film. It's going to be, obviously, because it's not the same director, you're not going to get the same kind of patterns in the scene sequences on how it's laid out, the film's laid out, with the actors, and you're not gonna get the same. So, but obviously when I get to watch these films, obviously I'm gonna have to give them more ratings, see which one is been the best one. Normally they say the original of anything is the best, but it's not always the case in every film. The original Anaconda 1997 is Anaconda, singular, 2004 release. Anacondas, plural, snakes. Third one, Anaconda 3. So they went back to singular, snake, one snake. So that's something to know. And also Anaconda, Offspring. So from having never seen it before, and just off the top of, I could take a wild guess, no pun intended, wild, I would say Offspring is the offspring of the Anaconda. And by offspring, I wonder if it's just one snake, because I know snakes lay multiple eggs. So I wonder if the offspring is just one snake, or multiple snakes being released out to hunt just whoever they want, whatever human being they want, and just make them their victims. It says here, some snakes like the ball python lay clutches of 4 to 6 eggs. What do you mean by clutches? While others like the reticulated python can lay clutches of like up to 8 eggs. What? 8 clutches? So clutch is probably like a group of eggs, clutch. It says female lay eggs in May, June and remain coiled around the clutch until hatching occurs in July and August, summertime. In a sample of 8 clutches discovered in South Florida, 1 nest and 7 pregnant females, the average clutch size was 36 eggs. So maybe one clutch is 36, and then another clutch could be like 24, and then another clutch could be like 18. I don't know, I think that's how it works. So based on that, yeah, I'm thinking Anaconda 3 offspring must be, maybe the Anaconda laid a clutch of like 36 eggs or much more than that. I'm going to find out. So that's the interesting part when I watch it, which is a clutch of eggs. A clutch of eggs is the group of eggs produced by birds, amphibians and reptiles, often at a single time. I had a feeling. So clutch size is the total of the eggs laid. I get, okay, per each nesting year. So if a bird, obviously it says some birds have more than one nesting attempt per year. So maybe if a bird lays an egg in January, that's 1 clutch. October, 2 clutches. So I get 2 sets of like probably 36 a year. So now I get what clutch is. So the 4th film is called Anacondas, Trail of Blood. So they went from the first film, Anaconda, singular, to the second film, Anacondas, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid, to the third one, Anaconda. So that's singular, plural, singular. And in the 4th one, Anacondas, Trail of Blood. The title sounds more gruesome than the others because it's like literally a trail of blood, and you know it's not the humans leaving the anaconda trail of blood. You know it's the other way around. The anacondas leaving human blood. So it's not like anacondas are probably going around like how it was in the other films, going around and swallowing these humans up whole. They're saying now apparently these anacondas are leaving a trail of blood behind when they devour these humans. So that's more brutal than all the other ways like in the film that Anaconda does it, like just killing them. That's a fluff on my chin. Yeah, so it's so this one now is saying, you know what, they're leaving the trail of blood behind, and it's Anacondas back to plural, singular, plural, singular, plural. The only difference between the 4th release poster, the only difference between these two is that in the 4th release, they're showing, like the 3rd one, they're showing the cast members, they're part of the poster. But in this one, the snake was at the bottom and the cast member was at the top of the poster in the 3rd release, Offspring. Now in the 4th one, you've got it reversed. The snake is on top of the poster and the cast members are beneath the snake. So the 5th one, Lake Placid vs Anaconda poster, the most brutal poster of all of them, because this one is, in fact, just to highlight that how apex, this predator is and it's at the top of the food chain. Not only is it swallowing a girl, a female, not only is the snake, a picture of the snake shown, yeah, gobbling up a female, all you can see is a bikini, and her legs is up, like one leg up, one leg down, and then all you can see is half her body. The snake's already got half of the broad, half of the unfortunate female. The snake's got half of it in its mouth already, and on top of that, it's got a crocodile wrapped around its body. So it's like a 2-for-1 feast meal deal. It's got the female, it's got the woman, and it's got the crocodile. The only difference is it's got the crocodile wrapped, but it's looking like, let me swallow the female up first, and then after I'm done gobbling up the woman, the crocodile's next. The crocodile clutches his neck. So that's that posters. If you want to talk posters, yeah, it beats Blood Orchid. The Blood Orchid one, you got the snakes swallowing up the man. All you can see is the hand. But this one, Lake Placid versus Anaconda, is like, it's got half the woman inside its throat, its mouth, and it's got a crocodile wrapped around it. So that wins in terms of most brutal poster, hands down. No pun intended. The 5th installment, also straight to DVD. Lake Placid, A Killer Crocodile. It's got 4 installments. So, and they decided, you know what? Let's just, like King Kong vs Godzilla. They literally did that. It's like a crossover of 2 films, of 2 monsters, of 2 beasts, 2 killing machines, 2 killing predatorial, top of the food chain animals. So you got the Anaconda versus the crocodile. So, but the one thing I must say is that from the poster, what it tells you is that the crocodile was no match for the snake, because the crocodile is coiled in between the snake. The crocodile is wrapped it up. It rolled it up like a spliff. It rolled it up, and it's looking like it's looking to smoke it after it's finished devouring the bikini wearing female, probably at the beach. She got swiped up by the snake at the beach, and this is all over. It's game over for the bikini wearing beach girl. So the film, what his post is telling me is that the crocodile's next. So there's a crocodile from Lake Placid. Does it lose to the Anaconda? That's something I'm going to be interested. It's very going to be interesting to find out who won. But from the post, it's telling me the snake won. Not only, and it's telling me the snake didn't only win the battle against the crocodile, but it won the battle against the humans, because it's got the human almost swallowed up in his mouth. It's got the crocodile wrapped around his body. So, and then that brings me to the 6th installment. Since, because the last release in the cinema was the 2004 second installment. So this is like 21 years of the making of the Anaconda series being brought back to the cinema. So this one on Christmas Day is going to be brought to the cinemas. So yeah, it's going to be back to the cinemas for the 6th installment, the reboot of the original Anaconda. That was a big hit in the cinemas. So a big blockbuster hit in the cinemas. So yeah, so that covers all of that. Yeah, that's the backstory. So now I'm gonna jump into the trailer for the 2025 release.